Alright, just gonna go over this left side here. So, break, um, we have two guys going to the left, two guys going to the middle, and two guys going far right. Today we're gonna focus on how to control the left side here. And, hang on a second. Alright, sweet. Okay, so we're gonna go over this, left side here. Guess you'd call this dam side or whatever you want to call this over here. Plain side. Long story short, we can cover this a bunch of different ways. We can cover way back here. We can cut them off at a 90, literally make them turn the corner. We can sit up in this window. We can stand behind all these objects here. We can just come out like this and get a couple kills. We can play super defensive, or we can push a little bit. And what we've been doing lately that's been working really well is basically controlling this entire left side of the field. So to do that, middle players need to be pushed into the center. You can see right now, we've got Solar. He is actually pushed into the center. This doorway right here is the choke point. We're trying to shoot them before they really come out of there and start getting behind us. So we're going to continue to let things roll. You can see the second player is now coming up to support. He immediately turns and looks left. So at this point, he's going to be coming out here to look this way, and he's going to be crossed up with Miami. If you notice, Miami is focused currently on the vent. People love these vents. There's a couple ways to get to them. We'll go up in it real fast. You can get to it from the middle, so they can actually jump up in here from the middle. And obviously, here's already somebody here. He's going to be coming in from this side. So, as you can see, they are rushing this side of the map currently. But ultimately, our goal is going to be to use 3 bodies, which is this middle player that's coming out left, and the 2 left players to control this entire left side. To control the vents, we are going to basically keep them from getting in there on this entryway. However, they can still get there from the middle entryway, so we still need to put equipment right in this area. You'll see later in the game we use Torque, Nomad with some mines. We want to basically just block this off completely with equipment. By doing that, basically the only way over here is through these areas here. So we're going to basically turn this into 3 openings. Left, window, doorway. And if you back it up to this point here, you can see this is the left. And from this part of the bush over to here, the wall is right. So, I mean, there's really only 2 ways to get through. And the way we play, we're going to end up shooting them on this left side window doorway. So let me go back to me. Off the break. Speeding it up a little bit. I'm looking left. I miss my shot. Miami gets in position. I'm moving up. I'm going to try to get all the way down this left-hand side. Looks like we did lose our middle player. But his job is to eventually basically sit right here and point his gun down this left side. The idea is we want to keep them from getting over here. So, if you look, you can see I'm kind of hesitant because I'm trying to figure out who killed our middle player. I'm moving up. I know where trouble's at. And again, I'm playing it as the 2 entry points. Like, I know they can only be right here or left. Obviously, they can be up in the window and the doorway and stuff, but I'm saying, like, the only way they can get to me is to be going through these 2 points. So, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm going to get to this position here. I look out left real fast to make sure it's clear. You can see I get a kill. I'm going to come inside. This is now basically my job. My job is to look doorway. So I'm looking doorway. The other middle player is coming back in position now. His job is going to be look far left. So me and him are now crossed up. We technically effectively hold this entire side. And now it's a matter of getting acute angles and keeping them honest. So that player is effectively keeping this guy from coming up around here, shooting me in the back. And now we're going to wait for Miami. You can see his primary focus is to clean up the vent if anybody comes through, which we'll get equipment in there as soon as possible, but he is focused primarily on this window. Because no one should come from around this corner because I'm shooting him at the doorway, and no one should come around this corner because our middle player is covering that. So these three bodies can basically keep in communication, cover the left side very effectively. You don't need to be sitting here the entire time. You can be on top of here. You can come around this left side and look left for a second, clean it up by looking right here. You can see this cleans up everything real fast. It's always kind of fun to put your trophy system out here because, again, this controls everything right here. Or not trophy, sorry, your sentry gun. But yeah, get creative. If you stand here and you have a window player, you're basically a cleanup window, and you switched up your angle on the door. You know, get creative. Work with your other three players out here, or two players out here. 3 total on this left-hand side when we are aggressive. And off the break, we're going to try to get to these positions as soon as possible. It's going to be, let's back it up a little bit. It's going to be most effective basically having one guy come up here. You can see him covering the far left. And then they come up here, hugging this wall, not to expose himself to the left. And kind of look here. And simultaneously, while that is happening, our other middle player is going to come out and cross it up with Miami. So Miami right now and the middle player are crossed up, and I got Miami's left side. So that's it. That's all I wanted to really go over on this particular map, just left side of Arsenal, kind of showing you how we play it. I'll go over one last thing, actually. If our middle player were to die, obviously we're going to call that out, at which point all this player needs to do is basically turn and it's covered. So I think our middle player should definitely use torque. You can just kind of put it up on a 90. You can put the barbed wire right in here. Basically, we can keep them from coming through here effectively by using torque. That's pretty much it. Actually, let's skip ahead. I want to say, yeah, I'm getting a little unlucky, but you can see we put our shield up. We got barbed wire in there. This is an effective way to cut that off. So that is it. Thanks for watching. End this film.